The Timber Tiger has escaped containment. This last weekend I went to Seattle for the Vintage Computer Festival. Well, technically it's in Tukwila, which is a little bit south of there. They've been on hiatus since 2019, since 2020 was canceled. Started the morning with a nice breakfast at the Pancake Chef, a little local place, and then went to the Tukwila Community Center where the event was being held. It was crowded in there, like really crazy crowded. I'm guessing this was a lot more popular than they expected it to be, and people had all sorts of awesome stuff on display. Machines dating back to the 70s, 80s, lots of stuff I've never seen before, lots of stuff I've maybe seen once or twice ever. People doing live demos, showing off custom hardware. I chatted with some folks about the Compute Global Hyper Meganet, which I appreciate the Simpsons reference, is a VPN-based ISP designed to allow hobbyists to connect their early 2000s computers together and share content like websites, game servers, etc. Checked out these terminal systems, which were all running text-based RPGs, and I saw a bunch of recreations of classic add-on cards like Sound Blasters designed to make old hardware that's hard to get actually available for hobbyist projects. There was even a predictable smattering of cool cars in the parking lot, like this Audi Quattro, which I feel like I never see around, this dented up Tesla with lots of cool doodles on it, and of course Postal Dog's Gunman LLV. At the end of the day, I took the short drive over to Slightly Furry, which was hosting FurryTel, a group of telecommunications enthusiasts who put together a live demo of a bunch of classic systems, showing off Teletype, this old iMac running IRC and talking to terminals, and some other really cool stuff. It seems so random to just see this stuff set up at a bar in South Seattle, but this is what makes the fandom great. You will find somebody who's an enthusiast of basically anything, and they will take it anywhere and show anyone and talk to you about it, and it's just awesome. Look at this Teletype machine just cranking out text like it's 1921, but here it is at a furry bar in South Seattle. So freaking cool. I can go on and on about this. And you can see here where they essentially have two generations of Teletype machines set up, and people are sending messages back and forth to each other in real time using early 1900s technology. After getting back to the hotel pretty late, I got up the next day and went to the Connections Museum, which is only open on Sundays, and this place was absolutely mind-blowing. So awesome. I probably can't remember a fraction of what I learned here, but even if you're not super interested in telecommunications technology, this place is absolutely worth a visit. In some cases, this hardware is the only remaining example of that piece of equipment left operational in the whole world, and it's mesmerizing to look at. So much of this is purely mechanical. Parts move, motors turn, clutches engage and disengage, relays click, lights blink. It's every nerd's dream. Even if you don't know what any of it's doing, it's so cool to watch operate, and the people who are running this place clearly care a lot about the equipment, and they like taking naps too. Seriously, look how cozy this looks. With the air surrounded by clicking relays and the smell of warm gear oil, this would be a peak place to take a nap. And I know I mentioned it before, but a lot of this equipment is functional in some way. Look at this machine that would read the time to you. So awesome. Nowadays that would just be an SD card. And look at these blinking lights. Just absolutely fascinating. And this power panel that's reading the actual consumption of all the hardware in the facility right now. So cool. And this is a mechanical component that would actually generate the dial tone for you, as well as other tones on the phone. And I just took some close-ups of things moving around and blinking and looking awesome. Anyway, thanks for being with me on this journey. If you visit Seattle, make sure to visit the Connections Museum. It's super cool, definitely worth your time. And the Interim Computer Museum, that's the one we put on VCF, and you should check out Slightly Furry too. See you later.